your email round, Robin, and I just think 2 years ago, as you know, this week we're talking about the lifting of restrictions, but it all beginning, and you were becoming snowed under with the number of patients coming in and the desperation, the trying to get ventilators, even trying to get treatment for patients, you know, the days before vaccines and proper treatments. Just how desperate it was for you all, as if they were missives from a war correspondent
good analogy.
At the front line of a conflict.
Well, that's how it felt. We
would normally give one-to-one care, wouldn't you?
One-to-one, or sometimes we might have two patients depending on their needs.
But at the beginning, when you were just being deluged with patients, you'd be presumably juggling huge numbers.
We'd have one critical care
visitors. You had that extra responsibility, didn't you?
Well, we became their family.
You said that somebody had been refused service in a local shop because they were wearing their scrubs.
In hospital shops, yeah.
Yeah, and
in the hospital shop.
Yes, I think everyone was scared. I think there are lots of very.
Richard Branson.
Yes.
How much did he give to the? You haven't actually watched yourself back on I'm a Celebrity.
No.
The Castle version.
Well, it's 6:45 on a Tuesday morning, and we're still joined by the Mail's Andrew Pearce.
6:56, still to come. Like father, like son, 17-year-old. Don't think he's dressed as Boris Johnson in that magazine cover shoot.
Speaking of looking ripped, it's competition time and a prize worth over 110 grand to give away. And the very ripped Andy, I've seen the photos, has all the details.
Adventure there. 6:59. What's happening next?
The weather.
Good. Weather. Good morning, Britain. Russian troops roll into eastern Ukraine after Putin recognises two breakaway regions. Our main news this morning is that overnight columns of Russian troops and tanks have been seen rolling into Ukraine's breakaway eastern regions.
The United Nations Security Council has now held an emergency meeting, and right now, as we speak, the Prime Minister is currently chairing an emergency Cobra meeting at Downing Street. We have media, and we can discuss these things, and we can see Putin's policies for what they are.
Thank you very much indeed, reporting from Washington. That's our main news this morning. We're going to keep an eye on the story, of course. We've just heard that the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, will make a statement on the situation in Ukraine. It is 7:15. Here's Sean with the rest of the day. Richard is here now. This other yesterday, because, of course, his mum, Brenda. Sean, you were at the vigil. Right, 22 minutes past 7. Still ahead on Good Morning Britain.
Over, we'll ask them. Now we're going to get the news, the travel and the weather wherever you're watching.
Still to come, our very own Kate reveals how...
Now we've got Jordan North on an extraordinary row from London to Burnley, his hometown. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
See you in a moment.
Thanks, Louise. Well, our cameras are obviously at Downing Street, where that Cobra meeting kicked off at just after 6:30. It looks like it might be over because Liz Truss has just been seen leaving. Would be, and the interpretation is that, yes, this is to be seen as an invasion, which would imply there's been a conversation with Washington, wouldn't it, Louisa?
Well, yes, I mean, I think the question was whether the fact that...
In that meeting.
OK, but at 7:35 nearly, it's competition time, and a prize worth over 110 grand to give away. Andy is live on the Jurassic...
In that meeting.
OK, but at 7:35 nearly, it's competition time, and a prize worth over 110 grand to give away. Andy is live on the Jurassic... It was gold medal glory in Beijing for Team GB's women curlers, and now they have returned home in triumph as champions after storming to victory in the final.
Skip Eve Muirhead and her team defeated Japan 10-3. And after 4 Winter Olympics, she finally takes gold. And Finding Derek airs on ITV tonight. And let me tell you, it is an even more powerful watch, if you can believe it. Talk to Kate very shortly. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.